Let's face it, there's a reason betrayal hits harder when it comes from someone you trust. Fake friends are like wolves dressed as sheep, but what makes them truly dangerous is their ability to blend in, say all the right things, and make you think they've got your back. You know what's worse? They're not always lurking in the shadows. Sometimes they're sitting right next to you, sharing your food, your wins, and your secrets. As men, we're taught to be loyal to our boys, to ride or die with the crew. But let's talk about a harsh truth most people won't tell you. Not every bro is really your bro. Some of them are opportunists, leeches who see your success as their stepping stone, or worse, your downfall as their entertainment. They'll stick around when you're winning, but the moment the storm rolls in, they're gone, or worse, they're the ones who set the fire. Think about it. Have you ever been in a tough spot and realized the people you thought were solid disappeared without a trace? Or maybe you've heard that backhanded compliment that didn't sit right. These are the red flags we often ignore because we assume loyalty is a given, especially among men. It's not. Loyalty has to be earned, and just because someone laughs at your jokes or shares a few beers with you doesn't mean they're in your corner. The reality is this: fake friends don't show up in neon signs flashing danger. They wear masks so convincing that you don't see the betrayal until it's too late. And here's the kicker: if you're not paying attention, they'll take advantage of your blind spots every time. In this video, we're going to break down how to spot these wolves no matter how well they hide. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to handle it, and how to protect your circle. Because in the game of life, you don't just need teammates. You need warriors who will fight with you, not against you. Not all enemies come with a scowl on their face. Some of the most dangerous people in your life wear the warmest smiles. These are the friends who charm their way into your trust, only to betray you when it matters most. The smiling backstabber isn't loud or obvious. They thrive in subtlety. They'll clap the loudest at your victories, but secretly hope you fail. Why? Because being close to you gives them power, a front row seat to your life, where they can undermine you while pretending to cheer you on. This kind of fake friend knows how to play the long game. They'll never attack you head-on. Instead, they'll plant seeds of doubt in others about you or manipulate situations to make you look bad. The scariest part? They're so convincing that you might never see it coming until the damage is already done. Here's how it works. Imagine you're up for a promotion at work. Your smiling backstabber will hype you up saying, "You're a shoo-in for this." But behind closed doors, they're telling your colleagues or boss about that one mistake you made last year. When you don't get the promotion, they'll act shocked and even comfort you. All the while, they're secretly celebrating your loss because it makes them feel superior. How can you spot this type? Pay attention to patterns. Do they consistently show up when things are going well for you, but distance themselves during tough times? Do they make subtle digs disguised as jokes or advice? Listen carefully to what they say about others. It's often a reflection of what they'll eventually say about you. The solution is simple but not easy. Trust actions, not words. A real friend doesn't need to prove their loyalty with grand gestures or constant flattery. They show it in the little things, like defending your name when you're not around or being genuinely happy for your success without turning it into a competition. Cutting off a smiling backstabber can be tough, especially if they've been close for a long time. But remember, keeping someone around who doesn't truly have your back will only hold you back. Choose your circle wisely. Jealousy is a sneaky emotion. It rarely shows itself outright, especially from fake friends. Instead, it hides behind fake smiles, insincere compliments, and half-hearted congratulations. These are the friends who will cheer for you in public, but secretly resent your wins in private. They can't stand to see you do better than them, but they're too afraid to admit it, so they pretend to support you while quietly hoping you slip up. Here's the thing. Jealousy disguised as support can be hard to catch because it's subtle. A fake friend might say something like, "Wow, I'm so proud of you for getting that promotion. I didn't think you had it in you." It sounds positive, but there's a sting hidden in the words. They'll find ways to make you doubt yourself while pretending to lift you up. Picture this. You've just landed a new job that pays double your old salary. Your friend smiles and says, "That's awesome. But are you sure you can handle the pressure? I heard the company's a nightmare to work for. At first, it seems like they're concerned for you, but dig deeper and you'll see they're planting seeds of insecurity. They don't want you to feel confident because your success makes them feel small. How do you spot this kind of fake friend? Pay close attention to how they act when you're winning. Do they genuinely celebrate with you, or do they find ways to downplay your achievements? Watch out for backhanded compliments, unnecessary warnings, or comparisons like, "That's great, but I'm happy where I am. I don't need all that stress." These are signs that their praise might be covering up jealousy. The key to dealing with this? Distance yourself. You don't need to confront them unless it's necessary. Instead, surround yourself with people who are genuinely happy for your growth and success. Real friends will push you forward, not pull you back with subtle doubts or hidden envy. Remember, you can't control how someone feels about your achievements, but you can control who gets access to your energy. The more you weed out fake friends, the more space you'll create for the real ones who genuinely want to see you win. A real friend shows their true colors when life gets tough. Fake friends? They vanish the moment you need them. It's easy to stick around when everything's good, but when challenges arise, fake friends will find every excuse to disappear. Suddenly, they're too busy, they don't pick up your calls, or they give you vague promises like, "Let me know if you need anything," but never follow through. You've probably been there. Maybe you had a setback, lost a job, went through a breakup, or hit a rough patch financially. And notice certain people faded into the background. They weren't there to check in, lend a hand, or even just listen. It stings because these were the same people you've supported in the past. Yet when it's your turn, they're nowhere to be found. What's worse, some of these fake friends will reappear once you've overcome your struggles. Suddenly, they want to celebrate your comeback, acting as if they've been rooting for you all along. It's frustrating, but it's also revealing. People like this only value you when you're at your best because they're in it for the benefits, not the bond. Here's the truth. Life will test your relationships. Hard times are like a magnifying glass. They reveal who's truly in your corner and who's just along for the ride. A real friend doesn't need a special invitation to show up. They'll be there unprompted, whether it's to offer advice, help out, or simply sit with you in silence when things get heavy. If you've experienced the disappearing act, don't dwell on it too much. Instead, take it as a lesson. The people who vanish when things get hard are the same ones who'd have held you back in the long run. Save your energy for those who stay. Men have a habit of ignoring the competition right under their noses. We're often too quick to dismiss the subtle signs, too proud to admit someone close to us might not want to see us win. But here's the hard truth. Not every guy in your circle is cheering for you. Some of them are keeping score, secretly hoping to outdo you at every turn. This kind of fake friend doesn't just watch your moves, they study them. They'll pretend to support you, but deep down, they're sizing you up, waiting for their chance to one-up you. They might copy your ideas, undermine your decisions, or quietly celebrate when you stumble. The sad part? Many men overlook this behavior because they assume a bro wouldn't act like that. Here's the criticism. Too many men are asleep at the wheel when it comes to evaluating their friendships. You laugh off the snide comments, ignore the competitive jabs, and brush aside the shady behavior because you don't want to seem paranoid or confrontational. But staying silent isn't loyalty, it's blindness. If a guy in your circle can't genuinely celebrate your wins without trying to outshine you, that's not a friend. That's a rival in disguise. Wake up. Stop assuming every man around you has the same heart as you. Start paying attention to the patterns. Does your friend always have to do it bigger than you? Are they quick to dismiss your achievements or highlight their own? If so, it's time to reevaluate their role in your life. True friendship isn't a competition. It's about mutual growth, respect, and support. Don't let fake friends drag you into a secret rivalry that only drains your energy and focus. Surround yourself with men who push you to grow, not compete. Stay sharp and don't settle for less. Nothing destroys trust faster than a friend who can't keep their mouth shut. The gossip specialist is the most toxic type of fake friend, and what makes them dangerous is how close they get to you first. They'll earn your trust, listen to your struggles, and nod along as you pour your heart out, only to use your words as ammunition later. These friends thrive on drama. To them, your secrets aren't sacred. They're currency to trade for attention or social clout. They'll twist your words, exaggerate your flaws, and spread your personal struggles to others, often under the guise of just being concerned. You'll hear things like, "I'm only saying this because I care," or "don't tell anyone," and yet, they're the ones making sure everyone knows your business. If you're a man, let's talk about this habit of oversharing with the wrong people. Men often assume loyalty is automatic, especially among close friends. But here's the hard truth. Not everyone who listens to you has your best interests at heart. Some people only want to know your struggles to feel better about their own lives or to use your pain as entertainment. When it happens, it's a punch in the gut. You confided in someone you trusted, and now your problems are being discussed by people who had no business knowing. It's embarrassing, frustrating, and often makes you feel isolated. But here's the reality. You're not powerless. First, stop handing over your trust so easily. Not every friend deserves access to your personal life. Share your thoughts and struggles with people who've proven their loyalty through actions, not just words. Second, pay attention to how someone talks about others. If they constantly gossip about their other friends, you can bet they're doing the same about you. Finally, start valuing your privacy. Some battles are meant to be fought in silence. True friends will respect your boundaries and offer support without turning your struggles into a topic of conversation. Cutting out a gossip specialist isn't just about protecting your secrets. It's about protecting your peace. Surround yourself with friends who lift you up, not those who tear you down when you're not around. You deserve better. Here's the bitter pill most men don't want to swallow. The biggest threat to your success, peace, and growth often comes from the people closest to you. Fake friends aren't just a nuisance, they're a liability. They'll drain your energy, sabotage your progress, and laugh behind your back, all while smiling to your face. If you don't take the time to identify and remove these people, you're the one handing them the knife they'll use to stab you. The harsh truth, some of the bros you call family would celebrate your downfall just to feel better about themselves. That's not friendship. It's a ticking time bomb. I want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with a fake friend? Did you spot them early, or did it take a major betrayal to wake you up? Drop your stories in the comments and let's connect. I'll be reading and responding because this isn't just a video. It's a conversation. Remember, protecting your peace is a form of self-respect. Don't apologize for cutting off people who don't belong in your life. Your growth depends on the strength of your circle. Choose wisely.